This morning in House Talk, brought to you by the Cardinal and Company team and House Smart Professionals. It is time to check in on the real estate market right here in Rhode Island. Whether you're looking to buy a home or sell your own, it's smart to stay up to date and know your loan options as well. Joining us today with what we need to know is my friend Adam Cardinal, owner of the Cardinal and Company team at Home Smart Professionals, and Megan McAdams from Shamrock Home Loans. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in. First, if you could do me a favor, could you show the shirts? There it is. Irish. You're a realtor. I love
early,
that.
but yeah, we got to do it.
I love that. So, Adam, talk about the state of real estate market since we last spoke.
So last time we spoke, we talked about the market coming up and then plateauing.
Right.
It's always ebbs and flows. That's why real estate, you really have to stay on top of it. It's always changing. So it's not that it started going crazy again and started elevating again, but we are seeing more bid wars. I just had a listing this weekend. We had 16 offers on this property, and it did go well over asking. So you have to know what you're doing. You don't want to underprice your property at this point. Buyers want to get out there and be aggressive too. So you need to know what you're doing.
And one of the other things that I keep hearing from people is there is such a low inventory as well.
So every morning I'm on and checking my numbers. This morning I was just sharing with Megan, 606 single-family homes available for sale right now in this moment in the whole state of Rhode Island. The average numbers are between 4,000 and 6,000.
Wow, is that the lowest that you've ever seen, or during COVID
During COVID it was lower.
Okay.
It was in the 400 or 500 range.
Okay, now Megan, you're here to talk about loans too, and tell us about a bridge loan and how that works.
So a bridge loan is a nice option for people because we're hearing a lot of sellers that don't want to put their house on the market until they find the house that they want to buy.
Got it.
There's the fear of being homeless, of just not having anywhere to go because their house is going to sell fast and then there's nothing for them to buy. So what a bridge loan allows people to do is to tap into their equity through a refinance and use that equity to purchase their next house. So they basically have two mortgages at the same time, but the old house, the house that they're not going to be keeping, does not have a mortgage payment on it anymore.
Right.
So it allows them to buy their next house, and then they have 12 months to sell their old residence.
Okay.
So it gets rid of that contingency
And
that a
with
lot of people
zero
are worrying
payments
about.
on that old house for 12 months.
Okay, good. Because I think for a lot of people, that's what's holding them back as well. Like they want to move to something new, but they know, look, I can't afford these two mortgages.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And how much can they borrow?
So they can borrow up to 75% of what their current house is worth.
Okay.
So there'd be an appraisal done, and that obviously has to pay off the old mortgage. The difference between those two numbers becomes their down payment on the next house.
Got it. Okay. All right. So that makes sense. So if someone's out there thinking about, okay, there is a house I want to buy. I have this house here. Maybe we've got something. We can do something. We can do something that way. Now, what happens? If a person doesn't have a home to sell, and they want to get in one of these programs, is there a good program for them to be part of?
Yeah, there's a ton of good programs for first-time buyers right now. Rhode Island Housing recently came out with a $17,500 grant, and that's forgivable, so it's not something that they ever have to pay back. It can be used towards down payment, closing costs, escrow setup. So we're seeing a lot of buyers right now take advantage of that.
Adam, are you seeing people who, look, I mean, you get to a certain age, your kids have moved out of the house, and you're sitting there in this big house and you're going, what are we doing? And we want to move, but there really isn't anything for us to get into. You're kind of in that middle ground.
All the time. And that's why we wanted to bring forth the information about the bridge loan, give them that option. Buy your new home, sell your other home later,
right,
and freeze all those payments and just get it done that way. It's a lot easier, no stress, and we just walk you through the process.
That's great. And Megan, even for you, have you seen younger people coming to you who really want to get into the market? They want to buy a home instead of maybe renting a place for themselves, but they just don't know where to go, and they're crazy.
Yeah, prices are crazy.
That was a deep sigh too, by the way.
Prices are crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people looking at multifamilies to try to offset the rent that they would have to pay. They get rent instead.
Right. Or bring folks in, the family in. This is Rhode Island.
Or bring the whole family in and live like that. That's fine. We're seeing a lot of interest in that. A lot of younger buyers looking to buy right now, which is nice to see. It's nice to see the younger kids.
And we're doing a class specifically for that. April 11th at our office, 100 Quaker Lane. It's a first-time home buyers class, but it's also a refresher buyer class because everything has kind of changed.
Sure.
It's a free event. We're going to post it on, we have Evite, we have all that type of stuff, and we're going to be advertising it. And people can come, they can learn, get some free refreshments, hang out for a couple of hours, and then we'll tell them all about the programs and the grants.
That's good. Good stuff. Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice to see you both. Thanks
too.
so much for coming in. Now, if you are having a hard time maybe remembering all of the stuff that we just talked about during today's real estate update, we have made it easy for you. You can find this segment at rhodish.com.